Results, interceptions.
As this Patriots offense comes back out, Charles, how do they match up with the Rams defense? It's one thing's for sure. We know that they can have guys appear out of nowhere. You remember James White with a hat trick of touchdowns in Super Bowl 51. Who's it going to be this year?
Well, they have so many guys to pick from, and you don't think about their offense as having a bunch of superstars, but then you start going down the line. Don't forget Gronk. He can play with anyone, you know that. How about this year with Sony Michel, the rookie runner? 53 carries in their 2 playoff wins. Julian Edelman, Mr. Third Down. Chris Hogan makes big catches. Oh, yeah, that's right. Rex Burkhead scored the winning touchdown against Kansas City. You go on and realize they have weapons all over the place. It's going to be fun to watch them match up with the
pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Bruce Irvin in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. Justin Hardy deep for Atlanta. For the Falcons, Charles, we've talked all year about the injuries that they had in 2018, and you kind of touched on it earlier, too. It's hard to get around them, though, when you look back at this past year. So they go to 7-9, and I know that that's not what they wanted, but with all the injuries, is that okay?
It would be if you didn't think you were going to the Super Bowl. You know, if you didn't think you had a chance at that, and they did going into the season. But when you lose your starting safeties in Ricardo Allen and Keanu Neal, your middle linebacker, Deion Jones, for a long stretch of time, you end up starting 1-4. Then in the second half of the season, you have a 5-game losing streak. 7-9 is actually better than I thought that they were finishing because of those 2 long losing streaks.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing again, Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
He'll check this one down to Michel. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. This is White on the screen. He will not go, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White, 76 yards. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. And his kick is right through. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now 14-0. Gostkowski now converted for three. Now he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. CD, before this next drive gets going, the Pro Bowl took place January 27th in Orlando. Third year in a row that the AFC has won, and really the third year in a row where the weather in Orlando has not been too kind. It was ice cold 2017, and then downpours the last couple of years.
Yeah, in addition to it being cool as well again this year, so rain and cold, that hurts the crowd a little bit, but still, this game has evolved into what I would call a crazier type NFL game. Quick whistles to make sure guys don't get hurt when there's tackling going on. How about receivers playing defensive back? Defensive backs like Jalen Ramsey catching touchdown passes. And to cap it all off, when they awarded the MVP trophy to, I believe, Patrick Mahomes, it broke.
Yeah, indeed, it was Mahomes, the MVP of the offense, Jamal Adams, MVP of the defense in the 26-7 AFC victory. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And no move by Dan Quinn to get the offense off the field. They're staying out there, and they're going for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Ryan will throw again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Ryan now to throw on third down. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now fourth down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. To throw again is Ryan. He finds Coleman. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Again, Ryan. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones from 10 yards out. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2. From the gun, it's Ryan. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Well, as they get ready for this next drive, we Shift our attention to a little Super Bowl conversation. The third time that the Super Bowl, Charles, is going to be played in Atlanta, and the Patriots had 35,000 folks come out in Foxborough before departing for a little rally.
How about that? You would think that would be a fan base who might be a little bit blasé about the whole thing because they seem to go just about every year. But they continue to use their rallying cry. They hate us because they ain't us. And as for the game itself, February the 3rd, I can't wait. I'll be there to call the game internationally one more time. Just remember, this game is 17 years to the day. Since Super Bowl 36, got this whole Patriots thing kick-started. Literally, Adam Vinatieri with a game-winning field goal. Patriots beat the Rams 20-17. Same franchise, different city. They were in St. Louis then.
On second down, here's Brady. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's going to get into the end zone. So cue up the Gronk spike. Gets a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, 32 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Gronkowski now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Drops it off for Coleman. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Ryan on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So after the INT, it's Brady. Incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Given 3 on the screen, he couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And this is caught. It's Edelman. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they will run it with Michelle. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. The final shot before half for Brady. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23. make it the 24-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. From the shotgun, Ryan. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Lawrence Guy breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And down he'll go at the 25. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And incomplete here on 3rd down. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road in just one big... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
New England on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Desmond Trufant. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. He was looking for Gronk that time. Well, the upcoming Super Bowl, so many storylines, but one that obviously grabs you. Sean McVay just turned 33 January 24th. Youngest coach ever to take a team to the Super Bowl. Double that age for Bill Belichick, who's 66. And, Charles, that's the largest gap between coaches in Super Bowl history.
Yeah, and when you think about it, obviously the age comes into play. But to me, it's more the experience. The number of times that the Patriots have gone to the Super Bowl with Belichick leading them versus Sean McVay's first time in the Super Bowl leading the Rams. Will that game experience come into play at all? But I do like this about Sean McVay. Raised in the game, raised up through the NFL system, no matter how young he might be. Remember, his grandfather was a head coach and a GM in the league. He gets it. He understands. I highly expect the moment to be just fine for him and not too big. And
they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards for number 11. On 1st down, Ryan. He sets the fire deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself
and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And Jones has it over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give him a gain of 38. Now, he's got their only touchdown. This offense struggling. They target him again.
Everyone is looking for the hot hand, and sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm. But you go to that guy and try and turn it hot. Try and get things going. Find a way to get everything kick-started. As you noted, he has their only touchdown, so he's have
to reverse that trend on second and goal. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for second and goal. Throwing again, Ryan. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They come out here in the eye, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Matt Ryan, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Falcons get a bit closer. Well, there was no secret there. They were in goal line formation. They wanted to pound it in on 4th and goal, and they did just that.
And how about the challenge? That's a challenge to the offensive line, which they eagerly accept. I haven't met a lineman yet that doesn't want to run the ball more than throw it because they get to fire out and really smack someone. And, boy, they got it done. I'm sure they were encouraging them on the sideline. Let's go, and let's run the ball as well. And they put it in for 6.
So a big play coming for the Falcons as they'll go for 2. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now it's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
Slant route, caught by Edelman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Bruce Irvin in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Brady, he's going to look deep for Edelman. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really big.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. Spins by. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Ryan and the Falcons now come up first and 10 at their own 26. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards on the play. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hogan. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game. Yeah,
a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now Brady throwing on second down. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Brady going to look to throw. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Brady to his old reliable Edelman, and the Patriots have a first down. Back to throw, Brady. There's a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman from a yard out, and the Patriots add 6 to their lead. So now Brady and the Patriots going for 2. Again, they'll throw with Brady, and this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And here now come the Falcons. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 49 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
To throw is Ryan. Going underneath, it's Coleman. 7 yards on the play, and it's a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw again is Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Boy, shifts past it. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Brady going to throw here. And Edelman got a big game going. That's complete again. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Brady to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays.
And he's going to go down again. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided.
Let's go.
Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long.
220, 380, 3 down, these 2.
To throw is Brady. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.